Right, hello all my traders, welcome back to the YouTube channel, and this is another episode of technical analysis. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and if you're new to the episode, this is a quick breakdown of all the Forex pairs that I'm going to be looking at for this week and see if I see any trade opportunities, any trade setups that I can get into. So right, as like we do every week, we're going to start off with AUD CAD. So remember last week what I spoke about AUD CAD, I said this resistant level has been broken and now we're going to see if it holds as support. Well, this is one of the winning trades that I took last week, AUD CAD, for 43 pips. This is quite a successful trade, and like I said, we only hold it for a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. And look, 43 pips. You see the spike hit RTP, and then this trade was completed. And if you hold it, you probably would have lost it anyway because it came back, break even, and hit stop loss. So this is our winning trade for last week, AUD CAD. Yeah, there's not much to say in it now. We're going to leave that and see how it plays out for the next few weeks. Let it find some structure before we find another trade setup on AUD CAD. Let's move on to AUD JPY. So right, this is another nice trade setup we had here last week. Unfortunately, I missed this trade, but if I did see this, you can see here we've had the false breakout. Market failed to push below this wick here, and it closed back above our support level, which means that this is a nice strong support level that the market is holding at that price. And look, the market shoots up towards the upside. So we're just going to adjust the support level on AUD JPY. We're going to bring it down here, and now that looks much more better. So you can see we're in this consolidation zone for AUD JPY. So what we're going to do for this week, we're going to see if the market is going to react with the resistance level or the support level. We're just going to wait and see how it reacts with it. We're going to see if it's going to reject it or break it. So AUD JPY is just a waiting game now. Moving on to AUD USD. Right, not really seeing much on AUD USD. Look on the daily. Nah, we're not seeing much. But if we're going to do anything, I'll probably just say, let's mark out this level here as our major support level with AUD USD. Get rid of that. We're going to bring this as our new major support and resistance level. So that's our major resistance level, and this is our major support. So we're just going to keep an eye on that. Look at it on a 4-hour time frame, and we can see how it reacts with those two levels there. Moving on to Euro AUD. Wow, this was another good trade as well. You can see we've had this candlestick close below that support level. So we look at it on a 1 hour. So you would have saw the break here. But I probably wouldn't have took this trade because I would have been worried about these previous support levels here. So probably would have left that happened in the morning. But if we did take it, probably would have been a winning trade because you can see it shoot towards the downside around. Moves a good, nice 50 pip move here that happened right here. So with Euro AUD, I'm going to adjust these levels. Now, we're not going to, because what you can see with Euro AUD is actually trending towards the downside. So this is in a downtrend. So I'm probably not going to put no support level on Euro AUD. We're just going to mark out a trend line. And you can see there. Euro AUD is just trending towards the downside. Not really finding any support level. So this actually looks like a safe trade to get into now, if I'll be honest with you. Because we've had two spinning top here. Wow, this looks like a nice trade to take. So if I was to sell here, oh, 56, 65. You know what? This is a nice trade to take now. Because you know what? Look at that. It's finished, made its lower high. So now I reckon it's going to make a new lower low. So that's with Euro AUD. So we're going to come back to that trade in a minute. So that's one trade setup we got there on Euro AUD if you want to take that. I'm going to put it on my Twitter account as well, post it up for people to have a look, and you can see this, your stop level would want to be around at this, that 10 pips above this wick here, and then you do your 1-to-1 reward, your risk reward ratio. So that's with Euro AED. So next we're moving on to Euro JPY, and yet again this is a lovely trade. Oh my gosh, I missed this trade on a Friday. Look here, this support level right here we had came and touched this support level. Remember I was saying to you, it was in my watch list. We're going to see how it reacts with the levels. Go into the 1 hour time frame and look at this candlestick right here. So you would have got in right here and wait for it to play out. So this is another trade we missed I missed last week. I don't know if anyone else took it. If you did take that trade, leave a comment down below. So this would have been a 70, 80. Actually, in fact, I might not have took this trade because the stop loss would have been a bit too big for me. So we're looking at around 67, 77. Actually, I might have took that. Actually, that's not too bad. So we're looking at a 77 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, and that would have been 77 pips. So that's one trade set up that I did, like I told you about last week, that played out pretty much perfectly. This trade right here, can't argue with that trade. Played out pretty much perfectly. So now for Euro JPY, what we're waiting for now is yet again to see how it reacts with our support and resistance level. So we're going to keep our eyes on Euro JPY. Next, we're going to move on to GBP AED. Right. Yet again, I'm not seeing anything that I like on GBP AED. I'm pretty much cautious on it. So I'll probably just leave GBP AED. We will skip that. Move on to GBP Chef. Like I said last week, remember what I told you about the breakout. And look, had this breakout and look at it. So now with GBP Chef, after this breakout, what's life like after the breakout with GBP Chef? We're gonna get rid of this. I can't really see anything apart from this support level right here to see how it's reacting, and it looked like this support level is holding for GBP Chef, but it is in a downtrend. It's below our EMA. For GBP Chef, I'm probably going to leave it, if I'll be honest with you lot people. I feel like I can't see anything and I don't want to force any setups on it. So GBP Chef is another one we're going to leave for now. Moving on to GBP USD. Right, people, this is a trade that I took last week. Unfortunately, I broke even on this. You can see we had the breakout, which I told you that we was waiting for the breakout. So I got in back on the pullback of the breakout. You can see we had the breakout on this 1 hour candlestick here. Then these two candlesticks shows you the pullback, touch the breakout support line. Then we come back down towards the downside. So I literally thought, yep, this move was going to play out, hit my TP. But unfortunately, it didn't. I broke even on this trade. You can see we got to this level right here. I think I was around, 20, 30 pips in. No, I was 30 pips in profit. And then the trade reversed on me. Came back up and took my stop loss, which was at break even. So that trade did not play out for me last week. So what is life like after the breakout? Same as GBP Chef. Can't see anything much, so I'm going to leave that. I'm going to not have any setup on GBP USD for this week. Let's move on to NZD CAD. Spoke about the breakout. Look, we've had this breakout here. Look at it on a 1 hour time frame. You can see we've had this breakout. This happened on a Tuesday, so this spike here probably will hit our TP if we put a trade setup on that. But fortunately, I did not take this trade. So what do I see now for NZD CAD? We're going to get rid of this breakout zone here. And what do I see for NZD CAD? Get rid of that. So let's start off with some fresh support level. We're going to start off with this temporary support level here. Just highlight those two areas here and see how NZD CAD reacts with those with that support and resistance level. So that's for NZD CAD. Waiting game, we're going to look and see, but I do believe it's in an uptrend. You can see he's making lots of higher lows, higher highs, higher low, higher highs. So it is in an uptrend for NZD CAD. Moving on to NZUSD. Wow, this, you could tell this is news. So obviously some news happened here. It spiked up, then came back down. And straight away, I'm not seeing anything I like on NZD-USD. So I will be leaving NZD-USD. Let's move on to USD CAD. So right, CAD, this is perfect. Look, now CAD is actually touching our support level right now. Do we take this trade? Nope, I will not take this trade right now. I'm going to break it down for you quickly. It's because we've got this red candlestick here, which is still highlighting the market is still trying to force its way to the downside. So until I see green candlesticks start happening, then I will look to buy. But right now, I do believe this support level is not going to hold because it's not looking good. We haven't seen any spikes. And the market, look, it's breaking below it. So what's going to happen next is I will probably look for a sell trade on USD CAD. If we get a clear breakout, then we get a pullback towards this support level, which should be holding as resistance level. Then I'll look to sell. But in this scenario, like I said, I'm not going to rush to trade the breakout because I do believe it hasn't really decided what it wants to do. So until we get better candlestick formations, patterns, until we get better candlestick patterns, then I'll look to take the trade. But even now, looking at it right now, we've got this nice little hammer here. This candlestick, you see these, it's not really a hammer, more like a spinning top. So, you know what actually, sorry, this actually, because this is more like a spinning top dragonfly doji. If price closed back above it, then I'll probably would look to buy. Because looking on the 1 hour time frame, I'm seeing actually, look, this actually might be holding this support level. But if you look at it in a 4 hour time frame, it's not looking so comfortable. So if we was to take this trade now as a buyer, just judging it on this candlestick here, the dragonfly doji, 10, 20, we're looking at around so this is going to be around 30 pips. Yeah, 33 pips we're going to hold this trade for if we was to take it now. But I'll come back to that and look at it. But sorry people. So when this candlestick here closed, then I'll come back to it and have a look at it. So let's move on to USD JPY. This support level is holding pretty much nice. And same thing again for USD JPY. Just going to wait to see if market, I want it to touch this support level right here and see how it reacts. So USD JPY, I'm just going to wait for that level right there. So that's it, people. That's my weekly technical analysis. I hope it's helped you. Leave a comment down below if you take any of these trades. Message you on Twitter, Instagram. The links are in the description. And yep, peace out. I'll see you next time.